Hey. I know it's Freeform Friday. I know we're supposed to keep it light, bright, and in the daylight sight. But as always, go check the links that are in the now tonight we gonna mix it up because like quite a few people were like, Freeform Fridays would be more of a freeform if we just send you videos and you just click on them. So we're gonna test it out tonight, and I'm gonna trust y'all. I don't know why I'm trusting y'all. I don't, I don't know why I keep trusting y'all. But before I get into the part where I trust y'all, let me get into the videos that came before the whole "just trust us." And let's just go.
This is why I'm not fucking with Waffle House employees. I mean, like, that should already be a given. But did you see how sis just smacked that chair out the air, just one handed, was like, no, absolutely not. No, no, leave them alone. Just go about your night. All right, I want you to look at the level of glee on Good Sis' face as she's ready for the second or third chair that's about to be thrown at her. And I'm going to read to you an account of what happened at this Waffle House on this set night. I don't know what's up with this weird glare. But anyway, this happened in Austin, Texas, and Sonia was the house manager. The hood rats were mad. Their order was wrong, but they wouldn't leave after a refund was offered, and they continued to talk cash money shit standing on the counter. The employees started throwing hot grits and coffee, and the one chick who was getting mollywopped stood her goofy ass on the counter, slipped, and fell hard behind the counter. And that's when our good sis right here, the Avenger, started beating her down. She was like G Herbo Tank Davis in that thing, throwing mean right hooks and uppercuts. And them chicks' homies was mad, so they had to jump in. They got a couple of licks on our girl, but in the end, they just ended up grabbing her hair, which is super lame, right? Our good sis, another black girl that was working there that night, got some licks off on the girl who was holding the hair, and she was backing her up. A man and woman got arrested that night. But it wasn't the Waffle House employees. Another day, another all-star special ass whooping. The end. That's why you.
This why you order from Waffle House and you just take what they give you. And I don't care if you eat in or you got takeout. Because Waffle House will never have delivery. Okay. Every delivery service knows that Waffle House is on a whole different level. Okay. I called Waffle House a couple weeks ago, just a place to go order. I already knew what the night was on, but how homeboy was responded to me on the phone, I was like, oh, they on some shits in the restaurant. I'm gonna play it cool because I don't want the shits. He didn't care that I was a woman calling in an order and a man was coming in to pick up the order. He didn't even ask for a fucking name. He just wanted when you come through, just know what's in the order. Don't. Waffle House and Popeyes employees are not to be fucked with. And my thing is, I think Waffle House and Popeyes should be the standard because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of the customer is always right. No, the customer is always trying to defraud, baby. Let me say this again so you can get a screen grab, okay? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's fluff as we need to fluff. The customer is never right. The customer is always trying to defraud. Yeah, I said it. Y'all go into these establishments knowing you can't afford shit in there. You come in there prepared to claim something was in your food, something wasn't right after you done gobbly google it up, and then you want to make a scene. Well, let me explain something to you. If you see this face in the establishment, you're gonna be washing dishes. You gonna be going to jail. You're going to jail. Cause I'm gonna tell them the truth. Like, here's the thing. This is my disconnect in the era of social media. Y'all will go on social media and put on these what you think are cutesy cutesy videos of you eating the food that you got from a restaurant, saying, "Oh, I'ma tell them I didn't get it." Miss Mamas, Mr. Sirs, the fuck? This is why I go by the rule. The customer is always trying to defraud. See, when they put in the customer is always right, that gave people carte blanche to defraud companies. And see, when you defraud these companies and you're like, I'm going to take your job, and say you do get that person fired, or you keep running the same scam on the same company, things are going to have to change eventually. So either that place is no longer going to exist, and that was a place you were hoping your son or daughter would get a job at so you could get a discount, or that they're over it. You'll end up sitting there pissed off because your usual 5-minute wait is now an hour and a half wait because there's no one to make it move faster. They don't have the wait staff that they used to have. They don't have the cashiers that they used to have. They don't have the stockers that they used to have. They don't have shit that they used to have because y'all the same people that told folks, if you don't like the job, get a better job. And they did. And they did. See, what y'all weren't expecting is when everything was locked down because of COVID, because your guru, the line ass Donnie J. Trump Sr., who doesn't like to go by Donald J. Trump Sr., but he has a junior. I don't. Okay. All right. Uh, but I digress. We'll talk about that on another day. Kept pushing y'all out and pushing y'all out. You've killed off most of the people that would have agreed with you, but they did. Um, and even if we resurrected them, I don't think they would agree with you anymore. I'm just saying. Yeah. Just just my little perspective, you know. Mm. Oh, and for all of y'all that say to ignore racism, take a look.
Aida for divorcing my husband over what my mill said? I, 26 black female, husband, 27 white male, have been together for 5 years. My husband comes from a family that lives comfortably, whereas I had to grind for everything I have. When we got married, his family made me sign a prenup, which is fine. I totally understand sometimes you have to protect yourself. I had made him sign a prenup as well. I would say maybe 6 months after getting married, he landed a job in IT. In our area, people who work in IT make 130K plus a year. And I was just starting out in my career as a realtor, so I was making 84K a year. We keep our finances separate. My husband was laid off, whereas I was doing virtual meetings and building up clients when I could start my own business. So when we could start meeting in person again, I was selling and fixing houses left and right. So in terms, I surpass what my husband makes yearly by a lot. So I told my husband how much I was making, and he said, "We are rich now, and I don't have to work anymore." I looked at him like he had 2 heads. I said, "There is no we, only me. I am rich now, and I don't know about you not working part. You're still going to work, right?" He said, "Well, I don't have to, and some of the money can go towards my mother since she's been wanting to redo her house." I looked at him confused and said, "Are you asking or telling me? Where is the money you made from being in IT?" He said with a straight face, "I am telling you, and my money is mine. Don't worry what I do with it." Plus I knew how much you made, that's why I haven't been looking for a job, and told my mom that she can start demolishing. I told him that I am not doing a damn thing, and if he wants to help his mother he can do it himself, and I left the conversation. I found his behavior kind of odd because he never talks to me that way, nor has he ever been demanding like that. The next day I get home from my office, but I didn't tell my husband when I got off. I walk into our home. I hear my mill and my husband talking. My mill said, "I don't know why I let you marry that N-word with the heart, they are selfish." My husband said that some are selfish but not all. I walked towards my husband and said I wanted a divorce. I went upstairs, packed most of my clothes and left. Luckily I bought myself another property that I could stay at that my husband didn't know. He called me later saying that what I heard had an explanation to it, and I hung up on him. Now I get calls from his side of the family saying that Mill can justify why she said that, and I'm being sensitive and asking for a divorce over what his mother said is wrong. So Aida? This is a uni project.
Now, if you didn't catch the end of that, this is a university project. Let If this is your university project and you happen to stumble upon my page, let me break this down to you. They were never rich. See, there are a lot of white people that are put on this persona because they think that the black experience is just being poor. So they put on a facade thinking that they're going to woo us in, but they don't realize that has never been what we've been looking at, because we can sustain ourselves. We were sustaining ourselves before the relationship, where their parents were remortgaging houses and borrowing from all sorts of shit to sustain them and you, so you could wheel in one of us. Yeah, that's what I said. See, racists will sit there and act like black people are the poorest of the poor. But when they run into trouble, who do they always run to? See, if he came from a well-to-do family, why would his mother need the money? And for him to say, well, not all of them. And why would a mother from a well-to-do family with all this money call you selfish? Because one thing I know about old money, because, I know a thing or two about old money. They will bargain you down and nickel and dime you on shit they don't even need. Now, they will pay expeditiously if something is attached to a late fee or interest rates or anything else. But will they fix that stove that ain't working right? No, because they don't cook on it. Do you catch what I'm putting down? That family never had money. That's why everybody is looking at her like, oh, you said you gotta come through with the come through. See, they never expected her to exceed him, even though she was at a career that was just a little bit below him. And my thing is, I work in IT. I didn't lose shit, because what can you always do in IT? Work remotely. And even if servers go down, you don't have to be around people to service the servers. So was he ever working in IT? My black sisters and brothers, let me school you on something. There are times that people will get with you and lie to you, and they will have an impeccable story because they've watched their friends, parents do it. So they have enough information that they could skim through you. He can't tell you what he doing with his money because he ain't got no money. He ain't never had no money. Because if he came from money, why is his mama banking on you to pay for renovations. And then the whole yeah, baby. See, that's what a lot of people don't decipher when they get into these relationships. And I had a family member tell me that I shouldn't bring up racial conversations when somebody that's non-black is pursuing me hard. See, there's a difference between the natural progression of things and somebody trying to speed up the timeline. Are you catching what I'm putting down? See, they'll say all these racial tropes, and this is why I say on every platform that I have, they know the truth. They know our power. That's why they want that adjacency to us. That is why blackness is so profitable, especially when it's attached to black skin. Yeah. So when you're putting together that TikTok dance, stop just banking on TikTok throwing your name on it. If you need a watermark, baby, hit me up. This ain't a money making scheme. This is a protect you insurance policy. But no, mm-mm. You're not the asshole, baby girl. And you know you're not the asshole unless you're biracial with the white mama. Uh, I've told y'all this before. Y'all didn't believe me. So let me show you a video as to why you should sleep in your bedroom. And I'm guilty of sleeping outside my bedroom. But when you're in your bedroom, please make sure your door is closed.
All right. Open it.
He's checking with his tech right now.
Yeah, I hooked the whole thing.
Enough said. Let's go into the mancacity of it all. And now I'm not talking about Andrew Tate yet.
She gets an email from a medical doctor who says that she looks like a whore. He provided all of his information. And since he's proud of his statement, we're gonna make sure you know exactly who he is. Local Michigan anchor Whitney Burney, let's put up her picture. Put up a picture of Whitney, okay? She's a local news anchor out of Michigan. She's making the news herself after a doctor emailed her a note telling her she looked like a whore. In a weird turn, he also included his name, address, and phone number in that email, okay? Now, Whitney posted this on Twitter, and I will read it, here it is. The kinds of emails you get when you work in news. He even had the nerve to leave his cell phone, address, and occupation in the email signature and said, if I'm the wrong person, please forward this message. Huh? Laughing my A off. Here's how I looked on the desk today. Once again, her picture, okay? Beautiful woman, looks great, remarkable, right? Not according to this doctor, okay? So Jim Gilbert, Dr. Gilbert is his name. Let's put up the email. His email says, and I quote, if you are the anchor right now on Wood TV8, this is for you. If not, and I can't tell for sure, please disregard and forward to whomever is the anchor. Your makeup makes you look like a whore. Do yourself a favor and clean it up. James D. Gilbert, MD. Now, they were courteous enough to black out his cell number and his office number and office address. According to Raw Story, Whitney of Wood TV, a Grand Rapids NBC affiliate, posted the strange note she got from a physician telling her that her makeup made her look like a whore. Wood TV has several black female anchors, so it appears that the doctor could not tell the difference between them. What many found the most shocking, however, is that the man felt comfortable enough to include all of his personal information. Well, doc, since you decided to sign, seal, and deliver this, I make dreams come true and indisputable. Let's make sure everybody knows how confident you are about the statement you made against this anchor. Who are you? There he is. Orthopedic surgeon, James D. Gilbert, works for Kalamazoo Orthopedic Clinic. Board certified by the American Board of Orthopedic Surgery. Previously served as the assistant clinical professor, Department of Surgery at Michigan State University College of Human Medicine. He is a fellow of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and a diplomat of the American Board of Orthopedic Surgery. Yeah. Obviously, his Google profile has gone down significantly since he decided to sign, seal, and deliver this to the local anchor. Here's the reality. Here's the reality. I want you to think about the level of privilege it takes for a person to email something like this and be in a professional capacity. Emails are not private. When you send that email out, it is what it is. That person can share that email with whoever they choose to. She decided to share this email. There was another story. I want you to look it up when you get a moment. CBS 46 News in Atlanta. Sharon Reed was the anchor. They had a segment that allowed the community or the viewers to interact with the anchor. Well, during this segment, a particular segment, one of the viewers decided to call the anchor during that segment the N-word. While the producers tried to hide it, in real time, that anchor, Sharon Reed, a black woman, said, stop, bring it here. Put that comment on screen. And you could tell they didn't want to. Producers had a pause. She said, put it on the screen. And she called that person out in real time. All right, Ms. Dahl, what are your thoughts here?
You know, women and the.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. I don't give a damn what a white woman has to say about what a black woman has to go through. I said what I said. Take it how you want to take it, screenshot it, put it wherever the fuck you want to put it. I don't give a damn. I myself have had people look at my social media profiles and then meet me in real life. Oh, you really look like us? Like this is what you really do? Like how I look is a problem. Because isn't it amazing that I can decide to tease out my hair and you say it's unprofessional, but let a racially white woman do it and it's okay. On top of that, you know what? Let's have a real conversation tonight. Let's be real. Y'all will be so quick to check so many people on the internet. Ethnicity is different than race. Then your favorite that has done nothing but pull you into bullshit and drama gets into more drama and says, I'm insert ethnicity. And y'all like, yeah, she's a woman of color. That's an ethnicity. Ethnicity has nothing to do with your race. It has nothing to do with your phenotypical qualities. It has nothing to do with the amount of melanin in your skin. Did y'all miss that? Let me run that back. Just like what George Santos is trying to do right now, ethnicity is not the same as nationality, which is definitively not the same as race. And phenotypical qualities. So stop letting somebody tell you, well, but he's a British. He can't be a person of color. The fuck? What? Or they're Latine. There's white Latine people. There's black Latine people. There's Asian Latine people. Did y'all forget about Pacific Islanders? Hmm. I'm just saying, if you gonna call out one person for some shit, call out everybody for the shit. We know y'all embarrassed because since TikTok has been on the planet, everybody has fucked up and decided to align themselves with whoever has the biggest platform, who seems like the biggest victim, everything else. Okay, that's cool. But y'all don't sit out here and watch people tell y'all, believe this person. They're honest. Then turn out and they a liar. They don't tell the truth about shit. Which one is it? Which one is it? Like, we can't just equate this to news stories. Because BIPOC bodies are the payment for this bullshit. So y'all not gonna care until somebody gets fucked up, until somebody dies, and then you're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, they was right. They was not BIPOC. I I was never attached to the. Yes, the fuck you were. And on top of this, y'all chasing people because of numbers on the internet, but you need real help yourself. And the people who were giving you the real help, you were like, fuck you, fuck you. I'm gonna go with the numbers, baby. Make it make the fuck sense. Like, y'all will buy anything that comes from anybody, and y'all will call somebody racist for pointing out policies and procedures. No, you cannot walk into a hospital and just randomly film people and put them on the internet. You will be escorted out the hospital. And when white supremacists are coming to the aid of said person that y'all capping for, stop capping for them. But y'all won't. 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 Wait a minute down. Y'all won't. Y'all won't. Y'all won't. Because in these parasocial relationships, y'all really think that you besties with this person, that you're protecting this person. Y'all don't think that it's strange that somebody spends 12 hours a day on live, and every so often we gotta have a live war. Tap the screen, send me a gift. We gotta be up to a certain amount. To do what? I've had lives last quite a while. Didn't need nobody to do nothing. Like, you're on the same social media platform as these people, and y'all letting them game you. Y'all let motherfuckers tell you that they worth all this money, then turn around and go fund me the fuck out of you. But if somebody is in need, they can't ask for a GoFundMe. Oh, I'm sorry. If somebody is in need and asks for a GoFundMe, it's only for a certain amount. Another person can ask for a GoFundMe, and if they done had that there for 67 years and anybody paid no goddamn attention to them, okay. And if you know, y'all won't even notice that somebody keeps cutting their foot off, and what they want to accomplish, they've eliminated everybody that could have helped them accomplish it, because They want to be the queen bee in charge, but can't be the queen bee in nothing. Okay. Like we really sending money to folks that claim they got multiple businesses, multiple jobs, but no minor children. The children that are in their houses are grown as fuck. Okay. I'm just I'm just leading into this. Am I the asshole? Here we go.
Aida for divorcing my husband over what my mill said. I, 26 black female husband, 27 white male, have been together.
My bad. Sorry. We're on to the racist Karen. My bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What'd you like to call me? What did you call me?
It's not illegal to call you a
Call me?
And all over her Facebook account, because I went and took a look, she went from playing the victim to acting like she had an awakening, uh, to people coming to her defense. And then just, well, what happened before? Mhm. You know, the normal white supremacist progression. And she's like, you shouldn't put my information out there. That's doxing. Put his whole license plate number out there and said, and I quote, if you know his criminal history, tell me. But she spent several Facebook posts claiming that she wasn't racist. You followed him. Let me say that again. You followed him. You don't want anybody to dox you, but you want his criminal history based off of his license plate. And he admitted he was on the job. Let me say it again. He admitted he was on the job.
I read about an army wife whose husband ticked her off, so she meticulously picked out every third stitch in his uniform. He made it partway through the day before it just kind of disintegrated around him. We once had a sheep and it was so loud and the neighbours were so annoyed from it, they recorded it and played it over and over again. My dad complained about the sandwiches my mum made one time about 25 years ago. She has to this day yet to make his lunch again. She'd make her own and mine and my brothers and then watch him make his. My husband and I were divorcing and still living together, and I put a timer block on the Wi-Fi so you could only use it for 3 hours a day. Sorry. My ex put my Cadillac on Craigslist for $1, so when he had his Xbox delivered to my house, I sold it to my brother and told the ex it wasn't delivered. I logged into my ex's Facebook and changed the language to Chinese, so he couldn't read how to change it back.
I was on board to the Cadillac Xbox thing. Bitch, you stupid. Are you stupid? Are you okay? He sold your Cadillac. I'm not gonna assume that it was mint condition, but even if it wasn't mint condition, I got a PS5. I've also sold vintage cars. I also recently purchased a new car. Are you a B fucking for BFFR? Be fucking for real. Are you? That wasn't a get back. And anybody who thought selling a car for $1 and selling a PS5 was what y'all. You know what? Y'all stupid. Y'all have no critical thinking. Y'all stupid. Y'all really stupid. You don't send me no more shit like that. Whoever sent that to me, um, before I go and research it, don't send me shit else ever. Cause if you send me something else, I'm gonna recognize you and I'm gonna blast your way. Don't send me shit else. That was one and done. But what the fuck? And for the heifer who really thought that she was doing something, he already knew that he hurt you more. And I promise you, whatever was in the box that you sold your brother probably wasn't that PS5. Because ain't no way he sold your shit for $1 and said, let me send my PS5 to her house. Y'all get on the internet to get on my nerves, and then you goofy motherfuckers send this shit to me to get up. You know what? As we move into the new year, when y'all send me the, you know what? As you send me the blind reacts, I'm going to make a list. And whether you name the blind react or not, I'm gonna name it myself. And if it turns out to be some bullshit, I'm gonna knock you off the list, and I'm gonna just block you because I don't have time for this bullshit in my life. This one better be good. If this one better be good.
Bing Crosby's greatest scandal happened after he died. It all started when his oldest son, Gary Crosby, published his revealing memoir, Going My Own Way, in 1983. In it, he claimed that his father had terribly mistreated him and his siblings, both physically and emotionally, and this tarnished Bing's squeaky clean image. Surprisingly, Crosby's supposed favorite, Lindsay, completely sided with Gary's claim. But here's where it gets messy. There was one brother not on board. Philip was enraged by the shocking allegations and called his brother a liar, talentless, greedy, and money-grubbing. He even said, "To my dying day, I'll hate Gary for dragging Dad's name through the mud." Sadly, all four of Bing Crosby's sons endured troubled childhoods. Bing was rarely home, and his wife Dixie Lee was a spiraling alcoholic. The entire family was completely heartbroken when she died at the young age of 42. But perhaps most tragically, all four sons grew up to be heavy drinkers themselves, and Lindsay and Dennis ended up taking their own lives.
It's stories like this that make me wonder if men secretly want a matriarchy. Because men, y'all will protect the vicious of the vicious that taught you how to be vicious, that end your life prematurely. See, during this era, nobody, nobody believed that Bing Crosby was squeaky clean. Everybody was going through the same shit. See, this is the bullshit that white people perpetuate to the rest of us because they think that our grandparents and great grandparents didn't tell us shit. See, white people don't have grigris. White people don't have storytellers. White people believe that their whole family is the family that they convince somebody that they could fuck out of them. I said what I said. Make a video and then tag me in it and respond to it if you think I'm wrong. I said what the fuck I said. So all of y'all coped with life with the drinky drink, which I'm not judging. But y'all also offed yourselves. And we know why Lindsay was the favorite. Lindsay was the least likely to go against Daddy. Lindsay was the most likely, and Daddy had sat back and was like, let me scan these kids. And no, I'm not making light of sexual abuse, but that's how it goes. There are times where you see your siblings bonding over something, or you see your parent giving somebody, because there are times it works in reverse. And let me break it down to you. Screen grab this, and if it never happened to you, screen grab it and show it to your children. Sometimes you can inadvertently become a victim or avoid victimhood, because this could go either way. When you don't buy into the bullshit, when you're not being competitive with your siblings or your cousins, they don't know how to handle you. And a lot of times, that's how they leave you alone. But if they're the persistent and Andrew and Trista Tate type, now no, they keep calling him Tristan. It's Trista. Just keep screaming out that in detail, you will let everybody know they're not an alpha male. And if they come to you and you're able to get away, say something immediately. Now we're getting into the I do not know why I agree to the things that y'all suggest, but we tried this before. We're gonna try it again. All right, here we go. Here we go.
What's the funniest thing you've read in the group chat? Yes, I banged your man. Are you gonna leave him? No. So let's move on.
Oh my God.
In the group chat,
The spectators would have been wilding.
bro.
We would have been private messaging.
Bro. I'm like, pre-I.
Give.
I couldn't see that in the group
Wow.
chat. So let's move on. How can you hate my guts when you couldn't even reach them? Omelette du sauvage, brother. Omelette du sauvage. Your standards are so damn low, and yet they're still taller than him. Stand up.
Stand up. Arise from the ashes.
Hey, fam,
You're
stand
burying
up.
yourself.
Stand up. She was shaped like a bag of baked beans. A bag.
A bag?
Not a tin, brother. A bag of baked beans. Let that sink in. You know how mushy that is? Do you know what kind of shape that is?
Fam?
Yo ain't shit. Yo ain't shit. Oh shoot. Yeah, definitely send me the pictures. But y'all ain't shit. Here we go. Here we go.
We called it Ookie Cookie. It was just a lighthearted drinking game we used to play in college. Harmless, really. Some people called it Wet Biscuit, but our group preferred to call it Ookie Cookie. Anyways, you just get the bros together. You stand in a group in a circle around a bar stool, and you put a cookie on top, like sugar cookie, M&M cookie. Doesn't really matter, just as long as there's adequate surface area. When the leader screams go, everyone pulls it. This is the funny part. Everyone pulls out their unit and starts feverishly self-stimulating with the goal to not be the last one that finishes on the cookie, because the last person to finish is then obligated to eat the cookie in its entirety. You know, having said that out loud all these years later, it almost sounds a little gay. But no, it was just mostly just a team building exercise. It was a bonding experience, really.
It almost sounds a little bit gay, but you're doing. This is where stereotypes regarding the LGBTQIA plus community come. It because the closeted gay. I am a queer black woman. I ain't eating a cookie full of cum. Uh, and I've lived in places where men have taken camping trips together, where they didn't go camping; they was just fucking. Uh, and I have so many, uh, but these are the same ones that'll jump in your face and tell you the LGBTQIA plus community is grooming and is a danger. So it wasn't gay for you to take out a cookie. You and your homeboys stand around the cookie, look at the cookie, figure out how to get aroused. So, being someone who watches the illicit videos, and if you're going to self please, that means you looked around the room in order to get aroused to finish first so you wouldn't have the cookie, or you self sabotage and close your eyes because you already knew what your brothers taste like. I, I keep telling y'all on various social media platforms, and y'all keep coming for me and get my shit banned and get my shit taken down and telling me that I'm lying. This motherfucker said on a podcast way bigger than what I got going on. A monetized platform. This is what he said. These are the same people that are capping for Andrew Tate right now. These are the same people who were capping for Kevin Samuels. These are the same people that tell us, oh, we were following them so we could get a high class. You don't want a high class woman. You don't want a woman at all. And that's fine. Just come out the closet. It's bursting over. But I got banned on Christmas and had a video taken down. Because the video only stayed up for like maybe 3 seconds. Of my neighbors, beautifully hearted, wonderfully kind nephew, donating his time to make anybody who wanted makeup on Christmas feel good. And y'all out here sucking, ducking, and fucking. Not getting tested, vested, or nothing. Okay. Okay. But we're the problem. We're the problem. All right.
We don't do pronouns, so. What are pronouns?
If Christians within the United States don't know what the fuck pronouns are, how do they know what's contained in their? You know what? Let's keep going.
Listen, I'm going to bed, but I could not let this deal pass you up. I had to tell all my peeps. If you have $500 just laying around, well, you are cordially invited to spend that to see the swearing in of Congressman-elect George Santos. He's charging people. For VIP, you get a bus trip, some lunch, and a tour of the Capitol grounds, which you can get.
All of that is for free, but let's not forget that George Santos, we don't even know who he really is. We don't even know if he's going to be sworn in oh, why would he care? This is the same bullshit that Trump pulled. Um, who warned people that if they let Trump in and back to shenanigans, more shenanigans? Oh. Well, you know what? If y'all are like me and don't like to leave the house for New Year's Eve, we're gonna go through the rest of these videos tomorrow night. We're gonna play some music. It's gonna be a whole night thing. But I'm gonna take like a 30-minute break, and then y'all can catch me over on the Ticker Talk since I'm off punishment today. Today I'm off punishment. We will. It's me. Uh, oh yeah, he said he was Jew-ish. His mother died twice in the same year. He had property, but he didn't have property. The property belonged to his family, but not him, and he could just use it. But then he sold it for property. He worked for Dish Nation, but he didn't work for Dish Nation. He was in customer service, but he wasn't in customer service. He had a husband, but he really had a wife. He's supposed to be gay, but he ain't looking real gay. He's supposed to be this, but he... And the funny thing about it is, let's not forget how I lost my original account on the Ticker Talk. Didn't nobody have a receipt, did nothing. They just went to people and told them, she was talking shit about you. And this motherfucker done got away with all of that shit. But as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. I will be with y'all tomorrow. If you don't go out, and this is for those of y'all that know me personally, if you want to come through with the come through, you can come through with the come through. If you do not know me personally, do not hit me up thinking I'm about to give you my address. Okay. But like I said, give me about 20 minutes. And we're going to talk about Santos and a few other politicians and stories over on the TikTok. And as always, check the link in the bios because we do have an arrest in the Idaho college student murders. There's 2 parts to it. It is a bit long. That's why I didn't put it on another platform. But go through. And if you want to know what you need to stop asking Santa for every year right before New Year's Eve, there's a blog about that too. But once again, each one teach one, each one reach one. See y'all later.